Hello out there, this is WaxBadger, and today I'm going to cook something very unusual, and I don't care whether it tastes good because I'm just doing something for the internet, because everybody knows that if you make something stupid, you're more likely going to be a viral video than something smart. So today we're going to make hamburger pancakes, and as you can see, it requires ground beef and pancake mix, and also we need to have some tomato and lettuce for garnish, ketchup and pickles for the pancake mix also, and also we have some pepper and onion for the ground beef that we'll add into it, and obviously some cooking oil for the pan, butter to put on the pancake later, and salt to taste on the meat. Alright, let's go ahead and get cooking. So as you can see, I have a griddle on the left for cooking the pancakes and a pan on the right for cooking the beef. And I am going to go ahead and add a couple of capfuls of the vegetable oil for the beef on the right. And I will put my camera down because I need 2 hands for this. There. 2 capfuls of oil in the pan. I'm going to go ahead and spread it out a little bit here. Very good. And now we're going to add the ground beef. So you add the ground beef, you basically just kind of spread it out as if you're making sloppy joes, but are not. You of course add the salt here, like this. And then just let it, start cooking. Make sure that the cooking area, the dowel here is at medium heat. And also the griddle should be at medium heat as well. But anyway, back to the meat. We're going to go ahead and add some peppers and onions to it. Okay, so I cut the pepper as finely as I could. Obviously, I took out the seeds and the one stem part of it. Of course, we know what that part is. I'm not going to describe it in detail. And of course, the onions, I did the exact same thing. I took out the top part and, of course, chopped it up as well as I could. And then let's add it to the beef. Okay, so now I've added the onion and pepper to the beef. And we're just going to go ahead and let it simmer and make sure that the dial, of course, is 1 on the dual mode and not single mode if you have that kind of stove. And also make sure to turn it down to about medium-low so that the beef doesn't overcook. So now, while that is simmering, let's go ahead and make the pancake mix. Okay, so I just mixed 1 cup of pancake mix and 3/4 of water, and I just kind of whisked it in for about a minute or 2 just to kind of get it all smooth and not lumpy. Add a little more mix in there if you think it's too thin, of course. And now we're just going to let this stand for a couple minutes, and while this is standing, I'm going to go ahead and cut the tomato. Okay, the tomato is all nicely cut now, and we're going to go ahead and stir the meat a little more. And while we do that, we'll just go ahead and make sure that the meat is completely done, and so that way we can turn it off. And then after that, we can go ahead and start making the pancakes. Okay, once you make a couple of 4-inch pancakes, make another couple of 4-inch pancakes, and the one that you recently put on, add the beef, onions, and peppers. And then once they're cooked on the top, go ahead and put those right on top of the beef, onions, and peppers, and I'll show you that in a second. And voila! Using a spatula, you basically just go ahead and put those top pancakes onto the pancakes with the beef and onions and peppers, and then once it's cooked on the bottom, go ahead and cook it on the other side for 1 good measure, and then go ahead and put it on a plate. And once you put the hamburger pancakes on a plate, go ahead and put some lettuce and tomato on one side to garnish, and then sprinkle the pancakes with ketchup, and then put a pickle on top of them. And the stacking pickles work the best, I think, in this situation. You could also use pickle slices, but I like the stacking pickles because it just looks like more full, if you know what I mean. You can also put the pickles on the burger before you sandwich it. And, this actually might make it taste better. But then again, if you like to actually taste the pickle, you might be better off putting it on top. Now, of course, before you sandwich it, you can also put cheese on there if you like. Cheese slices can also work good. But I'm not in the mood for cheese, so we're going to leave it out of the equation for now. But anyway, I'm just showing this just to go ahead and show you the variant that is obviously something you already knew I was going to do, but let's go ahead and close these up. And again, garnish with ketchup, tomato, lettuce. You can sprinkle cheese on this if you like. And again, I'm not in a cheesy mood, even though this video is probably cheesy enough. Let's just say that this whole video is cheese. And, well, it's up to you at this point. Do you want to add potato chips to it? Well, let's go back to the one I put on the table, and yes, I'll put on potato chips. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hamburger pancakes with potato chips. And cherry pomegranate juice as well. Okay, well, hopefully this tastes good, and if it doesn't taste good, then I'll just laugh myself to death next time I watch this video. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is WaxBadger, and hopefully you cook something else better than this. Bye-bye.